Namaskarayo Sarvabhaktayo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Devi Mogadaya Krishna Chaitanya Namni Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jyoti Puti Sattva Tanta Radha Santa Tattvancana Goprangi Radhi Vrinavani Sati Vishwamini Devi Pranamami Om Vrindavi Tulasi Devai Priya Vishwasya Krishna Bhakti Devi Sattavas Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Prahlada Maharaj
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Rama
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare Rama Rama Rama. So which verse? You can get your marvelous mobile. I mean, possible to read from the Vedas.
English will help. English will.
English book.
Because Hindi is also.
Okay, I will send you.
Yeah. If I get stuck in some session, sometimes I have to know the numbers. Study Hindi.
Try it out. Try it out.
Take your time.
Try it.
Doing okay? Nice to be there.
Yes.
You're missing home.
Huh?
You're missing home.
I don't miss this. I miss these things.
I'm not missing home. I don't want to go back.
Are you planning?
I think not.
That's right. Stay.
Don't let me go.
पंचमोध्याय
Chapter. Sloka number 5. Chapter 10. 10 can do. 10 can do that.
5, 5. 7, 5, 5. 7.5.
7. This is 7.
Hiranyakasipu, he gave a lot of love and affection to Nashinga Bhagavan, gave a lot of love and affection to Prahlada Maharaj. So what did you like? Yeah. What?
Can I just read that sloka?
Oh, you're recording. It's here.
Use your phone. Your phone is that one.
Prahlada Maharaj said,
Your phone is that one.
oh,
मैं इतनी उत्तम मानता हूँ कि मैं मेरा मिथ्या आग्रह के कारण जिनका चित्त उद्विग्न रहता है निर्वेदाई की अपने अधःपतन के मूल कारण अंधकूप के समान अमंगलकारी क्रिया का त्याग करके मन में जाकर श्री हरि की शरण
I spoke about this katha yesterday evening.
श्रीनारदुवाच श्रुत्वा पुत्रगीतं परपक्षसमाहितं जहाय बुद्धिर्बालान्
Madhavi's got 2 phones, huh?
विश्वन्ते
She can give me one
परबुद्धिः
with a slok.
देवर्षिनाथ ने कहा
Devashi Rata said, hey, please.
के प्रति निष्ठा व्यक्त करने वाले अर्थात विष्णु भक्ति संबंधित वचन सुनकर हंसते ही कहने लगा आलू की बुद्धि किसी प्रकार विष्णु के पेड़ में पड़ गया पड़ जाता करती है.
What is reading you when you translate? Do you translate? Oh, that's okay. I only translate when you explain.
हे विद्वान उसे गुरु में ले जाओ.
So, hey, Uttam,
समय
at that time, Hiranyakasipu was very angry
क्योंकि शत्रु पक्ष के
because
नाम ले रहे
they are speaking against his who is his enemy. His enemy is Lord Vishnu, and Prahlada Maharaj is speaking about Lord Vishnu. So whenever he hears Lord Vishnu's name, Hiranyakasipu, he gets even more angry. He got very angry when he hears Lord Vishnu's name. Yeah. He did not want to hear the bhakti of Lord Vishnu. So Prahlada Maharaj said, you should go in the forest and do your bhajan and do Shri Hari bhajan. Go in the forest and take Aradhana of Shri Hari. That is the Uttam, and that's the topmost. And that's why I said, if you listen to this katha, Daitaraj heard from the mouth of Prahlada Maharaj, and whenever he hears the Nistha, the Prahlada Maharaj said Nistha of the Lord Vishnu, Hiranyakasipu didn't want to hear anything about his enemy. That time, Hiranyakasipu said, Prahlad was sitting on his lap, and as soon as he heard glorification of his enemy, he put Prahlad down. And put him down. What is Hiranyakasipu want to do is Hiranyakasipu said, you are eating here. You are eating on the plate here, and you are eating here on the plate here, and you are talking about my enemy. Then Prahlad so they said, okay, he's a young boy. This boy is young. He doesn't know what is right and what is wrong. He speaks, whatever he sees, he speaks accordingly. What is a child? Child's nature is simple. There is no hypocrisy or duplicity in a child. That's why whatever he hears, he speaks. I'll tell you one katha. One day, one person, he borrowed some money from one person. He borrowed 5,000 rupees from someone. So So this person every day used to ask him, oh, I want my money back. I want money back every day. And he said, oh, I haven't got money. That's why disappeared from them. Yeah. So what this person did, we borrowed money from, he disappeared from that place. So that other person, every day he came on knocking on his door and said, I want my money, to get his money. So what happened, that particular one day, he came back on this day. One day he came back, and on that same day, this person knocked on the door, and he said, I'm so and so, and I borrowed you some money, and 5,000. So he said, what will you do? he said to, so this little boy who opened the door and he said, nahi hai. So the father told the little boy, go and tell him that my father is not at home. So then the little boy went to the person and he said, my father is saying that he is not at home. Nahi hai. So he said that my father said that my father is not home. So this balak, the kapat nahi hai. In the child's heart, there is no kapat, no hypocrisy or duplicity. Duplicity, hypocrisy, kapat. Na cheating nahi. Duplicity. So he said, my father said my father is not home. So this child, so simple, very simple, with simple heart, would say, the balak said, my father is saying he is not at home. That's why similarly Hiranyakasipu, his family started to advise him. They advised him, his family advised him that he is a small boy. He doesn't know who is his friend and who is his enemy. He doesn't know who is his friend or enemy. Wherever he hears from, he will speak. Whatever he hears, he will speak. A child doesn't make up things. He just speaks whatever he is heard. So he will speak as whatever he is heard. A child doesn't make up stories. So he thought if he will study in the school properly, then he will understand. So Hiranyakasipu's family advised that. Hiranyakasipu straight away he admitted his son in a school. And then Hiranyakasipu said, take him to and you teach him very attentively. Don't give him the Vishnu side knowledge. So what siksha he gave? Say, look, it can happen that Sadhavesi? Change the group, identity or dress. Disguise. Yes, disguise. So this. So it's like a disguised person. One day, once one person started to think, I want to earn some money. So what he did, Vag means a lion. Lion, na? Yeah, he disguised himself as a lion. So there were people sitting there. So when he went there, these people got really frightened. So when people want to earn some money, they disguise. So in one place they would stand like this and sit, and they put disguise, yes, and then yes. Even in England, I've seen this in England. You know, like if you go to England, in London, people are disguised and then they want money. And then they change the disguise and then they ask for money. It's like a entertainer. Oh, it's called an artist, or an entertainer, I would say. So when he started, so he thought when he became a beggar, then he got more money. Then more money. He got more money when he's a beggar. Lion. First day, which disguise he came in, a disguise of a beggar, and people gave him money. And the second day, he thought, today, maybe if I come in a disguise of a lion, then I'll get more money. Then people will laugh. And then actually what happened, nobody gave him money. They all came with a gun to shoot him. So at the end, disguise, the disguise, the lion's outfit he had, he took it off. And so what I'm really trying to say here is, here it's saying, Hiranyakasipu is saying, look, my child, I will teach him properly. Hiranyakasipu is saying that I will teach my son really properly. Where there is a Sant Mahatma or Vishnu or Narada or any, he does not, it doesn't get any siksha from Sant Mahatma, and they don't affect his intelligence. In Guru Graha, Shanda or Amar, they were the teachers. Shanda and Amar. He called them the teachers, the Shanda and Amar, and he spoke to them with a very sweet word. Asked them, he said, Shanda, Amar. He asked them with a very loving words. He said, Prahlad, we are asking you should give the answers. Don't tell us the lie. We are going to ask you some questions. You don't tell lie. Many other child of the same age as you are learning here. But wait, they haven't learned what you are speaking. So where did you learn this? You tell us.
हमारी बुद्धि में योग विकार किसके द्वारा किया हुआ है अथवा अपने आप आया है और तुम्हारे अध्यापक है इसके सबका हम करना चाहते हैं ये तुम ठीक से बुलाओ तुम्हें किसने ये बुद्धि दिया Krishna gave you this buddhi, intelligence, that you have to do Vishnu's bhajan. This is everyone's duty, is to do Vishnu bhajan.
Who told you this? Who gave you this intelligence?
हम लोग को ये शिक्षा नहीं दिया।
And we didn't teach you this. Sundar and Amar are saying, your father, who is the enemy of your father, is Lord Vishnu. And you are glorifying Lord Vishnu. And you are doing bhajan of Lord Vishnu. Who gave you this intelligence? We didn't give you intelligence. You tell us the truth. Prahlada Maharaj said, Prahlada Maharaj said,
जिनकी माया शक्ति से संचालित होकर मुख्य मनुष्य का मेरा और पराया आदि मिथ्या के समय को विनिवेश देखा जाता है, वो मैं भगवान को मैं नमस्कार करता हूँ।
Prahlada Maharaj,
जिनकी माया शक्ति से संचालित होकर के मनुष्य का क्या बुद्धि होती है?
what is a man's intelligence in this Maya is me and mine.
तो विनिवेश राशा जिनकी इस संसार आने के साथ
When Jiva comes in this material world,
ये माया कौन है?
who is Maya?
माया कौन है?
Maya is
इस माया के द्वारा जीव मोहित हो जाता है।
Maya gets absorbed in the Jivas get so absorbed in this Maya, and they are perverted, completely absorbed in Maya.
माया किसके शक्ति?
What is Maya?
बताओ।
Who do we call Maya?
बताए किसका शक्ति?
Maya is
माया त्रिगुणात्मक जो संतर तमगुणात्मक
Maya has got the three modes of nature: ignorance, passion, and sattvic.
माया के द्वारा जीव मोहित हो। माया भगवान की शक्ति।
Maya is also Bhagavan's Sakti.
जीव शक्ति और
My Sakti is
माया भगवान की शक्ति।
Maya is Bhagavan's Sakti.
ब्रह्म के बारे में जो हम ब्रह्म क्या है?
What is Brahman?
ब्रह्म में
Brahman है
तीन भेद नहीं है। क्या कहते हैं भेद?
Chit. It doesn't have the three. What is Brahman?
भेद रहित माया का भेद ब्रह्म।
Brahma.
ब्रह्म में
नहीं
sagata,
sajatiya, sagata, sajatiya, vijatiya, Brahman. These three types, three potencies in Brahman. Sagata means Indriya, like Sajata means everything works with the senses. Sajatiya, all the avatars that manifest, all the Bhagavan's avatar, they are not separate from Bhagavan. They are manifested from Bhagavan. Bhagavan is Bhagavan Swayam. Krishna is Swayam Bhagavan. There is many avatars like Ram, all the avatars of Krishna, all the Ram, Nrsimha Bhagavan, all the avatars from Bhagavan, they have come from, they have manifested from Bhagavan Vishnu, Krishna. In avatar, they come in the avatar, so they manifested from Swayam Bhagavan Krishna. And all the Vishnu Tattva, there is no difference. They are not different. There is no difference between Bhagavan and the avatar. Then we can say, we cannot say Ram is one Bhagavan and Krishna is another Bhagavan. Or what's then it is aparad. It's all Bhagavan. In Srimad Bhagavatam, in the Srimad Bhagavatam has established that Bhagavan Swayam, that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and all the manifestations of Krishna is called avatar. All the avatar first, yes. So the avatars are manifestation from Krishna. It also says avatari. There is no difference. So the avatars are not different from avatari. Sajata means sagata. Because of the indriya, because of the senses. Like for example, with Bhagavan, with his eyes, he can see. Even with the eyes, he can taste. He can drink. Even with the eyes, he can eat. Even with the eyes, he can smell. He can do. So that's why the senses can do everything. But in the Jiva, it's different. Jiva cannot do. So with Jiva, they can only, with one senses, they can only do one thing. Like with the eyes, we can see. But with the eyes, we cannot eat. So with the ears, we can hear. With the ears, we cannot eat with our ears. So the ears are just for hearing. And with the legs, you can walk. But in Bhagavan, Achinta Shakti. How does he do that? That is called Achinta Shakti. Where there is Achinta Shakti, Bhagavan. This is called Achinta Shakti. In this Achinta Shakti, because of Achinta Shakti, Bhagavan, with whichever any limbs of his body he can, or any senses, he can do it, everything. What is so what is Maya? Maya is opposite to Bhagavan. Maya is there is difference between Jiva and Bhagavan. Avadat difference. There is the difference. Pehla, first, where is the similarities between Jiva and Krishna? Bhagavan is Sachidanandan and Jiva is also Sachidanandan. So that's similarities between Krishna, Bhagavan and Jiva. And also Jiva is also Sachidanandamaya. That's Avadit. Bhagavan is Chinmay. Avadat means non-different. There is similarities between Jiva and Bhagavan. And what is the difference? Bhagavan is one. Jiva are many.
भगवान
Bhagavan
is
is only one.
Jiva man.
And Jiva,
भगवान
many.
स्वयं ज्योति man. स्वयं प्रकाश.
Bhagavan is Swayam Prakash, Nitya Lok. Bhagavan is eternal, Nitya Lok.
जीव माया के
Jiva.
द्वारा मोहित हो जाते हैं.
Jiva gets attracted to Maya.
ईश्वर जीव भेद. ईश्वर जीव में भेद क्या है?
So Ishwar and Bhagavan. Ishwar is not attracted. Ishwar, Bhagavan is not attracted to the Maya, but Jiva comes in the trap of Maya.
यहाँ पर भगवान है.
Wherever there is Bhagavan, there is no Maya. Maya is not there. Maya is far away where there is Bhagavan.
तो यहाँ पर यह विजाति वस्तु कौन हो गया?
So here Vijati Vastu is Maya.
तो माया.
So
यहाँ पर कर रहे हैं ब्रह्म क्या है?
Brahma is what? Brahma is Savajata, Sajata, Vijatiya. Vijatiya is Maya. Here it says this Maya is also Shakti of Bhagavan. So what's the difference? So the evidence, let's see, the example is Purna means Makra. Spider. Makra, spider. What does the spider do? They make a web. So where does it start from? From the own body. The lard. What is it called in English? Lard. The lard. Starch. No. Is it? Yeah. The lard. So the thread, I don't know, lard, I don't know. That thread is produced from his own body and he just goes around and around and he makes a trap, right? Like a spider web. But the spider himself doesn't get trapped. But if another fly comes or a mosquito comes, then it catches the mosquito in its trap, in spider web. That's an example. So even though he's staying in the trap, but he doesn't get trapped. And this spider, they make the spider webs with its own body. So even if the lard, the string, if it falls down, then it sticks. And then he sticks the lard in his body. The spider is... There is a speciality of spider. Its own lard, with his own, he can. So that is an example. So it's like Bhagavan's Shakti. Maya, Bhagavan's Shakti is Maya, right? Maya is Bhagavan's Shakti. But Shakti, Shaktiman. There is no difference between Shakti and Shaktiman. But then Maya is also Shakti of Bhagavan, but she's not there. It's different. Where is Maya? Where does she reside? Where is she? She is a Shakti of Bhagavan. Shakti and Shaktiman, there's no difference. There's no difference between Shakti and Shaktiman. So, that's Maya. Bhagavan has got Achinta Shakti. The Maya and... So there... one is Chit and one is Achit. Achit is Maya. One is transcendental and one is non-transcendental. So still it's showing that Shakti is, this Shakti is Achinta Shakti. In the Vedanta Sutra it says,
यहाँ पर जो प्रसंग जो हम लोग कर रहे हैं, इस प्रसंग को इसलिए कहते हैं ये जीवों के जो है
Jivas,
ये जो दुर्बुद्धि आ जाता है, क्या दुर्बुद्धि हो जाता है?
Buddhi, this intelligence that Jiva have is that it's mine.
मेरा तेरापन तब
Mine and
आता
yours.
है,
When does this mine and yours come?
माया के द्वारा
When we
मोहित,
when we are absorbed in Maya
माया तो भगवान
or
की शक्ति है,
drowned in Maya. Maya is also Bhagavan's Shakti.
जिस शक्ति माया,
Shiv Shakti, Jiv Shakti, Maya Shakti.
इसलिए कहते हैं
That's why it says
इसलिए कहते हैं विष्णु पक्ष से कोई व्यक्ति
so who is taking the side of Vishnu,
ये मेरा है कि ये तेरा है, तब होता
then we
है
are saying when we say that's mine and yours, right? That is Maya. This is your side, my side.
तो उससे ही क्या होता है?
So what happens by mine and yours?
भक्ति
Bhakti
बहुत दूर की बात है,
is a very far away.
और उससे जीव
Bhakti is very far away, and then the Jiv is trapped in this Maya.
इसलिए यहाँ पर भी कहा है, उनके जो प्रहलाद महाराज जी
Prahlada Maharaj,
गुरु ने पूछा, संगा मतलब
Guru asked, Shanda Amarka asked Prahlada Maharaj, where did you get this intelligence from?
ये विष्णु तुम्हारे शत्रु,
That
तुम्हारे
Vishnu,
पिताजी के शत्रु,
that his Pitaji is your father's enemy. Then why are you speaking your father's enemy's name?
प्रहलाद महाराज जी ब्रेक वॉश करने के लिए
To wash his brain,
कार्य
to brainwash Prahlad's.
तुम्हारे पिताजी के शत्रु,
Then he's saying, so whatever's enemies of your father should be your enemy as well.
तो विष्णु तुम्हारे पिताजी के शत्रु है,
Vishnu is your father's enemy,
तुम्हारे भी शत्रु है,
so that means also he's your enemy.
इसलिए उनके क्यों लेकर इसे कहा जाए असुर भाव,
So why are you speaking Vishnu? That is called Asur Bhav, demonic mentality.
असुरों की बुद्धि
The demonic mentality is like that.
बुद्धि है,
What is that?
ये विष्णु जो है
That Vishnu,
तुम्हारे पिताजी के शत्रु है,
Vishnu is your father's enemy,
और तुम वही
and you,
तुम्हारे भी शत्रु है,
so he should be also your enemy.
क्यों नाम लेते हो?
So why are you speaking your enemy's name?
और प्रहलाद महाराज के उदाहरण
And what did Prahlada Maharaj say? Prahlada Maharaj replied,
देखो इस संसार में
in this material world,
मैं और मेरा कहाँ से आया?
where does mine and yours come from?
बुद्धि जो कहते हैं,
We say this is my enemy. Where does that buddhi come from? That's what they get.
अपना और पराया,
Mine and yours.
क्या बोलते हैं? अपना और
Mine and yours.
फिर जब मैं की तरफ
Mine and
नहीं
others.
तो
That's
ये
why
मेरा है, ये जो-
this is mine, this is yours, and that's why they get absorbed in Maya. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is saying, Dhritarashtra said, hey Sanjay, my son and Pandu's son, Pandu's son in Kurukshetra, they are there on, what are they doing? You tell me. What are they doing? You tell me. Garma Kshetre, Kurukshetre, Samveda, Vamana. In the mind of Dhritarashtra, he's got fear. Why did he go to Kurukshetra? Why did they go to Kurukshetra? To fight. To fight. To fight, they went into Kurukshetra. then why are you asking that question? So you know, right, that your son and Pandu's son have gone on Kurukshetra to fight. Why? Because there was a doubt. There was a doubt. There is a fear in Dhritarashtra's mind that Kurukshetra is a tirtha, is a holy place. It's a holy place. Like Kurukshetra is a holy place. It's a pavitra sthan. So one is. So when he goes to pavitra sat, then the chit, your mind, intelligence changes, your thoughts changes. That's why in Shastra it says, when you go and stay in pavitra place, in a holy place, why do you go and stay in? Why is the Shastra said to go and stay in the holy place? Because there is a bhajan and sadhan. If you can do bhajan and sadhan if you are in a very pure place, where the pure people are there, like they are not drinking, or they are not, where you are, if they are drinking, if somebody is in the place where people are drinking or eating meat, even though you are not eating meat, but if you are in that place, but that causes that atmosphere in that place, that causes a negative atmosphere. So if you are in the pavitra place, then your chit will also be pure. Like you heard about Shravan Kumar Prabhu, that he was taking his mother and father, a blind mother and father, to the holy places. And he came to one place and he drank water. Then what happened? So he drank water in this village, and what happened? His mind got impure, like disturbed, and he left his mother and father. So this Shravan Kumar, he left his blind mother and father left it. So when he drank the water of that village, so his mind got disturbed, or it got what would you say? His mind got disturbed, polluted, contaminated. So his mind got contaminated. So just by drinking the water from that place, his mind got contaminated. So that drink the water, where you drink the water, so the people in this village are very dus, like they are. And if you drink or eat their things, then your mind also will be contaminated. So the people in that village are not pure. So if you take grains of someone who is not pure, then also your mind will be disturbed. And then in this disturbed mind, you cannot do bhajan of Bhagavan. That's why in the Shastra it says the place where you do bhajan is important. Which place you sit and do bhajan, which place. That's why. So if you do in a tirtha place, a holy place, then you can do bhajan. So what was this mind of Dhritarashtra was thinking like that. He was thinking, Kurukshetra is a bhumi, it's like a tirtha. What will happen to my son? He will change the mind. Then they may not fight. So that was the fear of Dhritarashtra in his mind, that my sons, if they go to this holy place, then that will affect their mind, and my sons won't fight. So he's blind, right? He's blind from the eyes, right? Somebody's eyes, but he's actually blind everywhere. So when he's blind in his thoughts. He's blind in his thoughts. He's thinking that my sons, that they might go on the Pandu's side. And in a tirth, you go to a tirth to do donation and charity. So you can say, or then the sons might say, okay, here, give out charity, the kingdom in charity. Donate, not charity, donate the kingdom. My son and Pandu's son. And Pandu's son. Pandu's. What are they doing? Especially my son, Duryodhan, you tell me, what is he doing? So here it says, so here Prahlada Maharaj is saying, hey, in this material world, all the jeeves are absorbed in material world, and they are thinking that this is mine and this is yours. They put mine and yours. This is me, this is yours. So like that. What I'm trying to say is, Bhagavan's Maya is, what is Maya? What does Maya do? Maya attracts these jivas, and so Prahlada Maharaj is saying that I am paying namaskar. That how vichitra, strange, how strange Bhagavan's Maya is. Mayavadi is condemned. Maya is condemned in Mayavadi, that Brahman, one Brahman, and there's only one Brahman, but everyone is also Brahman. And then he's saying, and Brahman, Maya is covered by Maya. If the Maya is removed, then you can, this is Mayavadi's vichar, is that if the Maya is removed, then you can merge with Brahman. So where did this Maya come from? So you said Brahman is one. Brahman one is one. Whatever you see is false. Is false. Whatever you see in this material world is false. So Jagat Mithya means it's false. So Jivatma, Jiv. In the Sanga's vichar is, if there is only one Brahman, so where did Maya come from? So these two types of Brahman, one is Brahmatik Bhagavan and one is Lokit Brahman. So this is the answer he's saying. One is material Brahman and one is transcendental Brahman. And Shankaracharya mein, Bhagavan. Is it actually in the Shastra? No, he just said it from his own mind. So this is Sabru Brahma and Mitru Brahma. Means one material Brahman and one spiritual Brahman. Two Brahman. One. There is only one Brahman. So where did Maya come from? Then Shankaracharya said Then he said, what did he write?
माया अनिर्वचनीय।
Maya.
माया के बारे में कोई जान नहीं सकता।
Nobody can understand Maya.
माया अनिर्वचनीय। ये समझता जो है अपने सब कपोल श्लोक के जो है अपने रचना कर तो महाज्ञानी भी है। जिसमें ज्ञान होता है
Somebody who has got gyan, buddhi, intelligence, they can do anything. They can create slokas.
सबके झूठ बना देंगे।
They will make false into true and true into false. That's why Shankaracharya, he is a very great Pandit. That's why he made this up. And the Jiva, so he believes, especially this Pandit, what are they? They think of, they believe in Sankar's vichar, in Sankar's philosophy. Even though they are great Pandit, even though they've got so much gyan, they also think, they believe that Brahma, Bhagavan is Brahman. Maya. So here in Shastra says, where Krishna is, Maya is not there. Maya is far away from Bhagavan. Like with the sun, we are comparing Bhagavan with the sun, and the darkness, you are comparing the darkness with the Maya. So where there is light, there is no darkness, right? So where there is Krishna, there is no Maya. So Krishna is independent. Krishna is Prakashman. Maya cannot. Maya. In Srimad Bhagavatam, in this slok, Maya is. Far away from Bhagavan. Wherever there is Krishna, Maya is not there. Krishna is compared to sun, Prakashman, sun, Prakash, like a Surya. It illuminates the four sides like a sun. The sun lights the places up. So like that, Krishna lights the place up. So Maya, there at the same time. So he said, okay, ask me. You said Brahman is Sat. I'm Brahman. So where did this Maya come from? See, then Shankaracharya replied, Maya is oh yeah, Maya is undescribable. We cannot describe Maya. In the God Vaishnavas, wherever they are, they say it's Achinta Shakti. Gaudiya. So where did this Achinta Shakti come from? This is evidence in the Shastra. Bhagavan has got Achinta Shakti is true.
भगवान में क्या शक्ति है?
The Shakti Bhagavan has is Achinta Shakti.
तो महापुदान से
This Mahaprabhu is giving evidence.
भौतिक वस्तु है।
Whatever is in this material world is
बाकी
worldly things. Yeah.
भौतिक वस्तु में भी दिखाई देता है।
Even you can see it in this worldly things. Achinta Shakti is there.
जैसे मणि मंत्र
For money, mantra,
अचिंत शक्ति है कि
there is Shakti, right? There is Achinta Shakti in money. Like money is like stones or mantra.
मणि जो कहा गया स्पर्श
So money is
हजार
Sparsh Mani. So
मणि पकड़ता है।
from one touchstone, many other.
किंतु वो साइनिक विकार नहीं।
But that, you see, like a touchstone, when it touches another piece of metal, it changes into gold, but itself doesn't change. Like Parashmani, Parashmani, when it touches another metal, it changes. It will change other metals into gold, but itself is not affected.
भगवान
So similarly, Bhagavan
अविकारी
is Vikari, a Vikari.
विकार रूप में सृष्टि आदि करता
Right, he can Vikar, he can manifest so many things from himself, but he is not,
है। क्योंकि भगवान में क्या अचिंत
but he's not affected, he's not changed. But Bhagavan has got transcendental Shakti.
भगवान में इसमें क्या है?
So even in Jal, in this material world, there is a material energy. But Bhagavan has got this transcendental Shakti. So the Prahlada Maharaj is saying,
जिनकी माया के साथ संचालित होकर के जीव मोहित होकर के मैं हूँ मेरा श्रीमद् भागवत गीता में पहली श्लोक में
in the first slok of Srimad Bhagavatam,
ममता पांडवस्य
Mamata,
मेरे पुत्र
my son, Bhagavad Gita Swami, my son and my brother Pandu's sons, Pandavas, Pandu's sons and my son, what are they doing? You tell me. Sanjay, tell me, what are they doing?
तो यह पर भी प्रहलाद महाराज जी कहते जा रहे हैं
Here Prahlada Maharaj is saying,
संसार में
in this material world,
से संचालित होकर
this Maya Shakti,
मेरा बनाया
that's where people have started to say, mine and yours, Mithya.
वह मानिस भगवान को नमस्कार नहीं करता
That Maya, I am paying, I'm doing namaskar.
बार-बार
I do pranam. To that Maya, I am
यह मैं हूँ यह
paying my pranam again and again.
जी भगवत तत्व रूपी एक सूत्र में बंधा हुआ है इस प्रकार की साधु बुद्धि भगवान के अनुकूल होने पर नष्ट हो जाती है मैं भगवान के दास हूँ।
I am Bhagavan's das.
ये बुद्धि उधर हो जाए
If you have this buddhi, if the chief has this intelligence that I am the servant of Bhagavan, then he will be free from Maya.
जब तक
As long as
ये बुद्धि नहीं रहे
if you don't have that buddhi, that intelligence, then you will not be able to be saved from Maya.
इसलिए कहते हैं मूर्ख मनुष्यों का
So foolish people think mine and yours.
अभिनिवेश देखा जाता है
You see that in the foolish people, mine and yours. This is
पूर्ण मायावी भगवान
this is the conditional jivas.
यह
This Maya,
यह मुझसे भिन्न है भिन्न है पिताजी जी भगवत दास रूपी एक सूत्र से बना हुआ है जीव जो है
Jiv.
कृष्ण के दास
What is real? The Jiv is Krishna's das.
माया के द्वारा
Because of the Maya,
हम इस संसार में
we have
परिचय
become
परिचय देते हैं आइडेंटिफाई करते हैं,
and we identify with this material world. I am man.
आइडेंटिफाई
We are identifying ourselves with this material world, and that's why we get absorbed in Maya.
इसलिए करें ये बात
So you are the
सभी भगवान के दास
slave of the Maya. Actually, Jiva Swarup hai Nitya Krishna Das.
अपना और पराया आदि भेद दर्शन रूपी
So,
विचार से युक्त बुद्धि वालों के लिए जिन परमात्मा का निरूपण करना ही सिद्धांत का उद्धत करने, ब्रह्मादि देवता भी जिस विषय में मोहग्रस्त हो जाते हैं उन भजनीय भगवान श्री हरि मुझे यह बुद्धि प्रदान करें, शब्द कृष्ण भजन के लिए कौन कृष्ण भजन कर सकता है?
who can do Krishna bhajan?
अग्रहाय मुक्ति
Agraya Mukti.
से भगवान का नाश सही कही के बारे श्री कृष्ण दास
Das. Who can be Krishna's Das?
अग्रहाय मुक्ति अपने माया से मुक्ति
Who is free from Maya
और
can do bhajan.
अग्र मुक्ति
Agree
और
Mukti.
मुक्ति के बाद क्या होता है?
And they are not
प्रबंधन
and don't have any attachments even to Mukti.
अग्रहाय मुक्ति
No attachments to Mukti.
ये अग्रहाय
Agraya Mukti.
मुक्ति क्या?
Mukti,
देवबंधन
liberation.
सबे से अधिक के बारे
Then we can become.
ये दास करते जगती को
So this Das, Dulab, this Das, to be Krishna Das is very, very Dulab, very rare. Even Lord Brahma cannot do this.
चार तरफ रखो और बीच में बैठो
If you sit in the middle and
तो आप बाहर निकल जाओ
you will not be able to. What did you say? You sit in the middle. What do you put on the side? What? You put what? Fire. What? Yeah, but wall. If you sit in the middle. Oh yes. If you sit in the middle and you are surrounded out, and you think you cannot come out, but you can come out. So that means Gurudev is saying you are living in Maya, but you can come out from Maya. But you think you cannot come out from Maya.
और भी एक नियम करें इसमें मेरी कोई स्वतंत्रता नहीं
That Jiva doesn't have independence. But Bhagavan is independent. Also Jiva is also independent. But when he comes in this sansar, material world, then that license of independence is not there. Without license, like you cannot sell or do something in this material world, Jiva is also independent. Bhagavan is also independent. But when you get attracted, when you get absorbed with Maya, and you become the das of Maya, you become the servant of Maya.
ये राजसेवक थे, अतः पराधीन थे। उन्होंने प्रहलाद महाराज को झड़पते हुए आनिय तमारे मित्र अस्माकं कुलांगनास्व दुर्बुद्धे चतुर्थते अस्तविदाः अब मुझे बताइए बड़ा मिला है कि तुम कहीं नहीं कहीं
You are, so they're saying So these teachers are telling Prahlad that you are definitely having some association of bhakta, because we have not taught you this.
और इस प्रहलाद कारण ही असुर की समस्त कीर्ति कलंकित हो जाएगी। हम लोग असुर हैं।
We are asur, we are demonic.
जैसे मुसलमान करते हैं।
Like Muslims are Muslims, what does
मुसलमान हिंदू
the Muslims are saying that what we are doing is truth, and you are what you are doing is all wrong.
मुसलमान बहुत स्ट्रिक्ट है।
Muslims are very strict.
हिंदुओं के पानी तक भी नहीं।
They don't really.
कट्टर
Nah, the Qatar, what he's saying, the Muslims are strict. They wouldn't even drink water of a Hindu. Qatar, like Qatar means Orthodox Muslims.
हिंदू के जो है
They will not drink water.
ना
They reject Hindus.
हिंदू के वो लोग क्या कहते हैं?
So what do these Hindus?
काफिर।
Kafir.
जिसने
I thought it's the other way around. Hindus don't drink Muslims water.
क्या बोले? जय
The
धारणा पर
so the teacher says that we have to change you.
शंका करके इसलिए कहते हैं यह दुर्बुद्धि प्रहलाद दैत्य कुल के लिए कुलांगार शब्द समझ में आता है।
Kulandar.
मैं भी हिंदी बोल कठिन शब्द
It's very hard Hindi word.
अंगार किसको कहा जाता है बताओ?
Angar. Huh? Angar is what? Coil. Oh, Angar. Like that mosquito, like a coil. And you put a fire. A coil. Coil or coal? Coal. 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 You can coil. Yeah, coil is coal. Like coal.
पूरा अंगार कुल के
Coal. Coil is coal.
अंगार माने छाई।
It's coal.
छाई
You can burn the coal. Chai.
अंगार कहते हैं छाई अपराध मतलब में गाली देते हैं।
Oh, like you swear. Coal. Manglada. Coal. You're swearing now with the coal like.
कुल के हमारे यहाँ पर छाई इसलिए कह रहे हैं
Or like when they say want to swear something, they say, oh, you are like coal. That means your buddhi, your intelligence is like coal.
आदि चार उपाय बता दिए हैं उसमें अंतिम उपाय दही की दही संकलित हो चुका है। असुर लोग क्या करते हैं?
So what do the asur, demonic people do?
दंड लगाते हैं।
So they punish
दाम
danda.
दंड और दही।
Danda paid.
संडा मार्ग
The Shanda Amarka, what did they start to do on Prahlad? That they want to punish him. That we will discipline you, we will punish you.
इसलिए दही दंड इसके लिए
The ruling punish as well. Punish. That we will
इसमें कहीं न कहीं इनके शरीर में
that
ये छुपा है।
there's something is hiding, is that he's doing Vishnu's bhajan, so something is there in his body. So then he said, we will discipline him, we will punish him.
ये कहते हैं दैत्य रूपी चंद्रवन। ये कहते हैं हमारे दैत्य रूपी क्या है?
What is it? Eh?
और ये प्रहलाद क्या है?
And what is this Prahlad?
ये पूछा
Is a
all the asurs,
All the
like
asurs,
a
Chandan.
Chandan,
All the
Chandan,
asurs.
Chandan's garden.
Yeah, what he's saying is all the asurs, all the demonics. They are saying, "Arey, we are like like sandalwood." And it's just similarly, like even Muslims think like highly of themselves, right? And they tell Hindus, "Oh, they are useless." Hindus, Kafir means they are low. They are. What is the word for Kafir? Low, no? Hindus are low, not intelligent. So, they say Hindus, Hindus, means police. They should be punished. Hindus are. What the Muslims say, if they don't worship Allah, we should kill them. Whoever doesn't worship Allah, they should be killed. We should not even touch them. That is the vichar. That is the thoughts. That is the vichar of thoughts of demonic people.
इस दैत्य वंश की काटने के लिए विष्णु प्रहरी का काम कर रहे हैं। यह बालक विष्णु का सहायक होकर प्रहरी के द्वारा वेद के वंश को जो है काट के इच्छा में उस समय इतने पर जब उन्होंने देखा कि प्रहलाद दान आदि राजनीति कूटनीति 4 प्रकार के ज्ञानों में परिभाषी समझ गए।
So said. In 4 things are there for kingdom. We have to run Sam, Dam, Danda, and with Sham is what? You speak very beautiful words, and you speak with your beautiful words, and speak. Dam, Pesa, wealth, economy, bribery. So that's what you should learn. You have to learn bribery. So the one is very sweet. You cheat others with your sweet speech. And Chandi, no. Earth is economy. Earth is economy. Economy, earth. Earth is Chandini. What's that? That's true, isn't it? Police, they are not ours. They are. But if you give them money, then they'll be okay with you. So police are also there not for you, for your justice, but they are there for your money. Bas. Police, yes, they are the corrupt. There are also good police officers, but in YouTube, I've seen in YouTube that they are actually doing the job, or otherwise they want to earn money. Put father and son, they can put a police dress on and then go on the train, and then like that. I've seen it. Yes, the news. It comes in the news that they dress up as police, cheating, and they try and show their authority. Even here, Agarwal market, his market,
सबसे लाखों रुपया इकट्ठा कर
Plus he got,
बहुत सारी गाड़ी की बात है
this is a few years back story, a story a few years
और फिर
ago,
बाद में पता चला
where
तो
they came and took some money, and then later they realized that it was just a fraud.
तो उसी प्रकार
So, like that,
कार्य जी प्रहलाद से अभी जो है
Prahlad.
शाम दाम
Dam, he should learn. He should learn all this. Politics. It's like politics.
इसमें कूटनीति के 4 प्रकार के ज्ञान के बुनिभांति समझ गए हैं। तब ये प्रहलाद को उनकी माता के समीप ले गए और माता ने उपक्रम आदि करा करके उन्हें स्नान कराया एवं आभूषण पहना दिया। तब दोनों शिष्य उन्हें पिता के पास ले गए। प्रहलाद के जो है क्या दे दिया?
What did they do to Prahlad?
सुंदर आभूषण पहना दिया।
They decorated him with nice clothes.
इसलिए ये सोचने लगे कि हम तो दाम दे दिया।
So they think, but that we give him so much like
लोग यही करते हैं। अपने धर्म में एकत्रित
politicians.
करने के लिए
What do? They gather all the people together and then they give something to them and get their
रिश्वत देकर
side.
के इसको मजबूत करना।
If you want to make somebody, it's coming from not now. It's coming from Satyug.
हिरण्यकशिपु ने देखा कि मेरे पुत्र
Hiranyakasipu
से बैरों में पीड़ित भाव से नाम तो है उनके आशीर्वाद से विनंदित करते हुए अपने पूजा में प्रहलाद को बैठाया उनके आलिंगन किया और उस समय दैत्यराज पिता आनंद से भर गया।
He
नाथ जी कहने लगे दृष्टि महाराज इसके पश्चात दैत्यपति हिरण्यकशिपु ने प्रहलाद को अपने गोद में बिठाया और उसकी सिर
okay.
उनके आंखों के आंसू आज तुम्हारी गिर प्रहलाद को विषय करने लगा अनंत और प्रसन्न होकर उसने प्रहलाद से पूछा अच्छा
Finish that. Finish that. Hare, finish that.
Let's finish.
आज
Finish.
इसलिए कहने लगे
He said, yes. Hiranyakasipu, what did he? He asked Prahlad. So now you know. So the better, like he would all the nice. They dressed him so nicely, like, and then Hiranyakasipu thought that his buddhi would also change, like by Hiranyakasipu. He asked Prahlad,
हे तातो हे आयुष्मान
hey Prahlad.
इतने दिन में अपने गुरु प्रिय
So,
शिक्षा प्राप्त
so what have you learned from your guru?
में से कुछ अच्छी बात हमें सुना।
You tell us, what have you learned from your gurus, from the school?
कितना हो गया 22 हो गया।
20. So now it's slok 20.
ध्यान करेंगे।
22, sorry.
प्रहलाद वाच
Prahlad's March.
अभी हिरण्यकशिपु ये प्रश्न पूछा।
This is the question. Hiranyakasipu is asking Prahlad, what have you learned
ये गुरु
from the Guru Graha, from the school? What have you learned? You tell me something that you've learned from there. Nande.